I'm Rob from HopZine.com. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we're looking at something that I'm really looking forward to. It's right up my street, this kind of thing. It is a bottle of Pipeworks Brewing Company's Coffee Break Abduction Imperial Stout with coffee and vanilla. 10.5% ABV from Chicago, Illinois. I can't find out a hell of a lot about this brewery, but I did find their Kickstarter video from about 3 years ago when they was trying to set up the brewery. As it turns out, they kind of learnt their trade at Distressen in Belgium, which is really exciting. I think they're a fantastic brewery, one of the most exciting in Europe, in my opinion. Anyway, I have had, as it turns out, I've had their Pipe Dreams ages ago, which is I think was a collaboration with Alavine as well. But when I saw this available online, I thought, I love vanilla, I love coffee Imperial Stout. So, and some of what's wax dipped. I'm a sucker for a wax dip bottle. So I'm just loosening the wax on the top over here. It's not a ridiculous kind of wax dipping. So, oh, blimey. Yep, let's bring some of the wax off. Bear with me while I crack this top. Yeah, that wax is making it a little bit tricky. Oh, there we go. Don't need any wax in the beer. There we go. I'm going to pour most of it into this glass because it is bottle conditioned, and they do even say on the bottle pour all in one. Not looking like the thickest Imperial Stout ever. Quite thin looking as well. Quite thin, quite still. There's a bit of a fizz to it now. Put most of it into here, then I'll pour a little bit into this glass so I can get my aroma from it. Cool. There we go. Bear the glass. Black as night. There's a hint of kind of deep mahogany at the bottom of the glass. A nice fizzy kind of dark head. Kind of a mid-brown. So I just pop that on the floor while I have a sniff at this one. Don't know how much sediment's in this anyway. Yeah, not generating much of a head even when you give it a good vigorous swirl. Lovely. It's exactly the kind of thing I like. It's got a very rich, heavy roast coffee. The earthy tobacco. Very dry roast coffee. Roasted barley, so that kind of like charred note, that kind of charcoal. You definitely, but primarily it's that kind of, it's that big coffee note. Jumping out, lovely. Smells fantastic. You are getting a little bit of sweetness from the vanilla. Not a hell of a lot. The coffee is very much the prominent flavour, so I think this is pretty much poured bright. There shouldn't be any sediment in this. Look at that. Full on pint of 10.5% Imperial Stout with coffee and vanilla. Anyway, let's dive in. Cheers. Very nice, very nice. First thing, a little bit thin. It's not too thin, but I think the one little thing that's missing is that little bit of body which you give it that extra quality that I love about beer of this sort. Anyway, lots of actually, it's lovely. Lots of raisin, currant, quite fruity in a certain sense. Kind of woody, oaky. That vanilla's definitely there. Vanilla bean, I think that's what they use, but for me it's got that kind of like, you can get these really high quality small bottles of kind of vanilla extract for baking. It really reminds me of that. It's got obviously a ridiculous amount of coffee in it. It does remind me of a cold espresso. Weirdly, the lack of body actually makes it even more drinkable. Not as quaffable. I mean, it's a lot more quaffable than it should be. Yeah, I got the vanilla then. It's got that fondant kind of character. As it goes on, I think I am getting a bitterness from those dark malts. Maybe a juicy hop note as well. Not getting too bitter in that sense. The bitterness is coming from the kind of that coffee espresso thing. But primarily coffee. It's got a cherry note. It's got a certain kind of medicinal note to a point. Nice and sticky on the lips. And as you sit, it kind of wafts around your senses. And it's a really heavy roast coffee. I'm not getting a hell of a lot of the vanilla. I think the vanilla would come in more if they had a bit more body. It just psychologically, you're thinking vanilla, soft and undulating, kind of smooth vanilla flavours. But it's like a big, boozy pint full of espresso, cold espresso. It does have nice peaks of bitterness, which is coming from the coffee and those dark roasted malt. Very drinkable, stupidly drinkable considering how strong it is. But I think that's quite a bit to do with the body. So very nice indeed, actually, that. But yeah, as I said, a bit more sweetness in form of a bit more vanilla, I'd say, and a bit more body. Get some oats in there or something like that, and that would be absolutely tip top. Bonkers looking label, as they always are from this brewery. I've seen the beers on websites and I've seen people online with them. People on Facebook drinking their beers. Peter, Master of Hoppits, has reviewed a few bonkers names. And I think they primarily brew one-offs, which is really interesting. And this has been hand numbered as well. Yeah, quite a bit of carbonation. As it says, yes. Cellar worthy, store cool. Oh yeah, actually the label artwork's actually been done by one of the brewers, one of the founders, BJ Olsen. I think that might be a picture of him actually. So, that is a bottle of Pipeworks Brewing Company's Coffee Break Abduction Imperial Stout with coffee and vanilla added. 10.5% ABV, very nice indeed. I'm Rob from HopZine.com. I'll see you next time. I'm going to be up all night with the amount of coffee that's in this beer. See you soon. Cheers.